Have you ever found yourself looking around at your life, maybe a little later in the evening, and wondered if the way you've always done things, especially when it comes to friendships, still truly serves you? It's a common feeling, isn't it? We're told from a young age that friends are essential, that a wide social circle is the key to happiness and a fulfilling life. And for many years, that rings true. We build our networks, we navigate the ups and downs of life with our companions, and we truly believe that the more friends we have, the richer our lives will be. But what happens when you reach a certain age, say past 70, and those friendships, or the pursuit of new ones, start to feel less like a joy and more like a burden? It might sound a little rebellious, even counterintuitive, to suggest that after 70, you might not need friends in the way you once did. It's a thought that goes against the grain of what society often tells us. But bear with me, because what I'm going to share with you today isn't about isolating yourself or pushing people away. It's about a profound shift in perspective, a recognition that as we age, our needs change, our priorities evolve, and what truly brings us happiness might look very different from what it did in our younger years. We're going to explore why embracing a more independent approach to your social life after 70 isn't just okay, but it can actually lead to a deeper, more peaceful, and happier existence. In this conversation, we'll uncover 6 compelling reasons why you might just find that you truly don't need friends in the traditional sense after 70, and how embracing your independence can unlock a level of happiness you might not have thought possible. Let's dive right into our first point, which is all about the precious commodity of time. As we get older, time really does become our most valuable asset. Think about it. When you're younger, there's this endless horizon stretched out before you. You have all the time in the world to build careers, raise families, pursue hobbies, and yes, cultivate a vast array of friendships. But once you hit 70, that perspective often shifts. The clock feels a little more precious, and you start to realize that every minute counts. The energy you have, while still valuable, isn't always as boundless as it once was. Now, consider the demands that maintaining a large social circle places on your time. There are phone calls to return, emails to write, visits to arrange, and countless social engagements to attend. Each of these interactions, while potentially pleasant, takes a slice out of your day, your week, your life. For many of us, especially those who have lived full lives, the desire to fill every moment with social activity begins to wane. You might find yourself craving quieter moments, time for reflection, for pursuing those personal passions you've always put on the back burner. Perhaps you've always wanted to learn to paint, or delve deeper into a new language, or simply spend more time in your garden. These are the kinds of activities that often get squeezed out when your calendar is packed with social obligations. When you ease up on the expectation of maintaining a wide circle of friends, you reclaim that time. You suddenly have more hours to dedicate to the things that truly nourish your soul, to personal growth, and to simply being present in your own life. It's not about being antisocial. It's about being pro-yourself. It's about recognizing that your time is finite and choosing to invest it in ways that bring you the most profound sense of contentment and fulfillment, rather than simply fulfilling societal expectations of what a full life should look like. And this leads us perfectly into our second point, which is about the natural evolution of relationships. It's a truth that as we age, our circumstances change dramatically, and with those changes, so too do our relationships. Think back to your younger days. Many of your friendships were probably forged out of shared experiences. School, work, raising children, living in the same neighborhood. You had common ground, shared daily routines, and often similar life stages. But as the years pass, those commonalities can begin to drift apart. People move, they retire, their interests shift, and sometimes, sadly, they pass away. The vibrant tapestry of your social life from decades past may begin to unravel, not because of any fault of your own, but simply because life happens. You might find that friends you once spent hours with now live far away, making spontaneous visits impossible, or their health might decline, limiting their ability to engage in activities you once shared. It's a natural part of life's journey, and it's important to acknowledge it without a sense of failure or sadness. This natural shedding of old connections isn't a sign that you're doing something wrong. It's a testament to the dynamic nature of human connection. The relationships that truly endure are often those with deep, unwavering bonds, perhaps family, a few very close, long-standing, confidentes. But the expectation that you must continually replace lost friendships or strive to maintain every connection from your past can become an exhausting endeavor. Instead, when you embrace the idea that you don't need a large circle of friends after 70, you free yourself from the pressure to constantly be on or to chase connections that no longer resonate. You allow yourself to be present with the relationships that do genuinely nurture you, whether they are with family members, a few trusted companions, or even new acquaintances formed through shared interests that align with your current passions. It's about quality over quantity, and understanding that the people who are meant to be in your life will find their way there, without you having to exert tremendous effort to keep every single connection alive. It's a much more peaceful and authentic way to navigate your later years. Now that we've explored the precious nature of time in our later years and how relationships naturally evolve, let's consider a truly empowering aspect of embracing independence: the joy of heightened autonomy and personal freedom. When you're younger, especially if you're raising a family or building a career, a significant portion of your decisions and your daily life is often dictated by external factors and the needs of others. Your schedule is often a juggling act, trying to balance work commitments, family obligations, and, yes, maintaining those friendships. There's a constant pull in different directions, and finding time for yourself often feels like a luxury rather than a given. But as you move past 70, a wonderful shift can occur. Many of those external pressures begin to fade. Your children are grown and living their own lives. Your career days are likely behind you, and the daily grind of responsibilities often lessens. This creates an incredible opportunity to reclaim your autonomy, to truly become the architect of your own days. However, if you're still striving to maintain a large and demanding social circle, you might find that you're simply replacing one set of external pressures with another. Coordinating schedules with multiple friends, trying to please everyone, or feeling obligated to attend events you're not truly enthusiastic about can chip away at this newfound freedom. Imagine waking up each day and genuinely deciding what you want to do, purely based on your own desires and energy levels. No pressure to meet someone for coffee if you'd rather read a book. No guilt about saying no to a social gathering if you feel like spending a quiet evening at home. This isn't about being selfish, it's about self-care and self-determination. It's about recognizing that after decades of often putting others first, it's finally your time to prioritize your own well-being and preferences. This increased autonomy allows you to design a life that truly aligns with who you are now, not who you were expected to be years ago. You can pursue hobbies at your own pace, travel spontaneously if you wish, or simply enjoy uninterrupted solitude, without feeling like you're letting anyone down. This deep sense of personal freedom is a cornerstone of happiness in later life, and it's something that can be significantly enhanced when you shed the conventional expectations of a sprawling, social life. Moving on, let's talk about a perhaps less obvious but incredibly powerful benefit: financial considerations. It's a reality that for many of us, as we enter our later years, our financial circumstances often shift. Retirement, fixed incomes, and the rising cost of living can mean that every penny counts. While we might not always think about it this way, maintaining a broad social circle can, in fact, come with a significant financial cost. Think about it. Going out to dinner, attending events, exchanging gifts, traveling to visit friends, even just the cost of transportation to social gatherings. These expenses, seemingly small on their own, can quickly add up. Forgoing the pressure to constantly socialize in conventional ways can actually be a significant source of financial relief. This isn't to say that all friendships are financially draining, of course, but the expectation of participating in various social activities often involves spending money. When you shift your focus from quantity to quality in your social interactions, or even embrace more solitary pursuits, you free up resources that can be directed towards things that genuinely enhance your quality of life. This might mean having more disposable income for your personal passions, like investing in a new hobby, taking a course you've always dreamed of, or simply having a larger cushion for unexpected expenses. It also means less pressure to keep up with the financial demands of a social group. You won't feel obligated to suggest or participate in activities that are beyond your comfort zone financially. This newfound financial freedom can lead to a profound sense of security and peace of mind. It alleviates the stress of having to stretch your budget for social engagements and allows you to live more comfortably within your means without feeling deprived. It's about making conscious choices that support your overall well-being, both emotionally and financially, and recognizing that a simpler, less socially demanding lifestyle can actually be a richer one in many ways. It allows you to feel truly independent, not just in your daily schedule, but in your financial decisions too. Next, we come to a point that touches on our emotional and mental well-being: reducing drama and emotional burden. Let's be honest, while friendships can be a source of immense joy and support, they can also, at times, be a source of stress, drama, and emotional exertion. As we navigate life, we inevitably encounter complex personalities, differing opinions, and sometimes even conflicts within our social circles. In our younger years, we might have had the energy and resilience to navigate these intricacies, to mediate disputes, or to offer endless emotional support to friends going through tough times. However, after 70, many people find that their capacity for dealing with emotional drama or the complexities of interpersonal relationships begins to wane. There's a natural inclination to seek out peace and tranquility, to avoid situations that might cause undue stress or emotional upheaval. The simple truth is, maintaining a large circle of friends, each with their own lives, challenges, and occasional dramas, can be incredibly draining. You might find yourself listening to repetitive complaints, feeling obligated to offer advice you're not equipped to give, or getting caught in the crossfire of other people's conflicts. By consciously choosing to prioritize your inner peace and limit the number of emotionally demanding friendships, You create a sanctuary for your own well-being. It's not about being uncaring. It's about setting healthy boundaries and protecting your emotional energy, which becomes increasingly valuable as you age. You free yourself from the burden of carrying other people's worries or getting entangled in their complicated narratives. This reduction in emotional demands allows you to focus more on your own happiness, your own peace, and your own personal growth. It creates a calmer internal landscape, which is essential for a truly fulfilling and serene later life. This is about choosing serenity over constant stimulation, and recognizing that sometimes less truly is more when it comes to emotional peace. Now that we've explored the precious nature of time, the evolution of relationships, the joy of autonomy, the financial considerations, and the reduction of emotional burdens, let's move on to the next significant aspect of embracing independence in your later years. Now that we've talked about reclaiming your time and the natural evolution of relationships, let's move on to a really powerful reason why a smaller, or even absent, social circle can be incredibly beneficial after 70: financial freedom and peace of mind. It might not be the first thing you think of when considering friendships, but the truth is, maintaining a broad social life can be surprisingly expensive. Think about it. There are birthday gifts, holiday presents, meals out, tickets to events, group vacations, and the occasional need to help a friend in a pinch. While these acts of generosity and shared experiences are wonderful in earlier life, as you reach your 70s, your financial landscape often changes. Many of us are living on fixed incomes, carefully managing our savings, and perhaps navigating rising costs of living. Every dollar becomes more significant. The pressure to keep up with friends, to join in every activity, or to participate in gift exchanges can create a subtle, but persistent, financial strain. You might find yourself saying yes to things you can't truly afford, simply to avoid feeling left out or to maintain a certain image. This can lead to stress, anxiety, and a feeling of being constantly behind. When you shift your focus away from the need for a large social circle, you automatically reduce these financial obligations. You're no longer pressured to spend money on things that don't genuinely bring you joy or that stretch your budget. This newfound financial freedom isn't just about saving money. It's about peace of mind. It's about being able to manage your resources in a way that truly serves your needs and allows you to enjoy your retirement without constant worry. Imagine being able to comfortably afford your health care, your housing, and perhaps even a few cherished personal luxuries without feeling the pinch of social spending. It's about having the security to say no to expensive outings without guilt, knowing that you're prioritizing your financial well-being. This independence from social spending allows you to allocate your money to what truly matters to you, whether it's travel, a hobby, or simply building a more secure future. For yourself, it's a quiet liberation that brings a profound sense of calm and control over your later years. You might find that by releasing the pressure to socialize constantly, you naturally gravitate towards one or two very close friends, individuals with whom you share a genuine, unburdened connection. These are the friends with whom you can have truly authentic conversations, where you feel completely understood and accepted, without the need for small talk or superficial pleasantries. These are the relationships that feed your soul rather than draining it. It's about quality, not quantity. Think of it like a garden. A few well-tended, deeply rooted plants will bring far more beauty and sustenance than a vast, sprawling patch of neglected ones. Furthermore, reducing your social obligations can also open you up to new kinds of connections, ones that are based purely on shared interests rather than societal expectations. You might join a book club, a walking group, a volunteer organization, or an art class. These are opportunities to connect with people who share your current passions, without the baggage or history that often comes with long-standing friendships. The interactions are often simpler, more focused, and less demanding, yet deeply satisfying. These new connections aren't about filling a void. They're about enriching your life with shared enthusiasm and a sense of community around activities you genuinely enjoy. It's a subtle but powerful shift from feeling obligated to feeling genuinely connected, and it makes all the difference in experiencing true well-being after 70. Now, building on this idea of meaningful connections and self-focus, let's talk about our final and perhaps most crucial point: the immense power of reducing emotional drama and finding true inner peace. Let's be honest, friendships, while often wonderful, can also be a source of significant emotional complexity. Throughout our lives, friends can bring us joy, but they can also bring conflict, misunderstandings, jealousy, and expectations that are hard to meet. Think about the times you've had to navigate a friend's difficult situation, offer support when you felt drained, or even deal with petty disagreements that left you feeling unsettled. These emotional demands, though part of any close relationship, can become increasingly taxing as we age. As you move past 70, your tolerance for unnecessary emotional turmoil often decreases. You've lived enough life to know what truly matters, and spending your precious energy on navigating interpersonal drama might simply not appeal to you anymore. You might find yourself wanting to simplify your emotional landscape, to cultivate a sense of calm and equanimity that allows you to truly enjoy your golden years. When you have fewer friendships, or choose to engage only in those that are truly harmonious and uplifting, you naturally reduce the chances of encountering these draining emotional situations. You're not being unkind or uncaring. You're simply being wise about how you allocate your emotional resources. This isn't about becoming cold or indifferent. It's about becoming more discerning and protective of your inner peace. It's about recognizing that your emotional well-being is paramount. And sometimes, the kindest thing you can do for yourself is to step back from relationships that consistently bring more stress than joy. This freedom from emotional obligation allows you to cultivate a deeper sense of self-reliance and contentment. You learn to lean into your own wisdom, to find solace in your own company, and to navigate life's challenges with a quiet strength that comes from within, rather than constantly seeking external validation or support from a large social circle. Embracing this independence in your social life doesn't mean you'll be alone or isolated. Far from it. It means you're intentionally choosing how and with whom you spend your precious emotional energy. It means you're creating space for deeper, more authentic connections with those who truly uplift you, whether they are family members, a cherished pet, or even new acquaintances formed through shared passions in a low-pressure environment. It's about building a life that feels genuinely peaceful and aligned with your deepest desires, rather than conforming to external expectations of what a social life should look like at your age. So, as we bring our conversation to a close, let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've discussed. We started by challenging the traditional notion that a wide circle of friends is essential for happiness, especially as we enter our 70s. We explored how reclaiming your time, which becomes so incredibly precious later in life, allows you to dedicate more moments to personal passions and growth. We then looked at the natural evolution of relationships, acknowledging that as life changes, so too do our connections, and that's perfectly normal. We touched on the liberating aspect of financial freedom and peace of mind that comes from reducing the often unseen costs of maintaining a large social circle. We then delved into the profound benefits of prioritizing self-care and personal growth, truly nurturing your own well-being and finding joy in your own company. And finally, we just talked about how embracing this independence can significantly reduce emotional drama, leading to a deeper, more profound sense of inner peace. Remember, this isn't about shunning connection or becoming a recluse. It's about recognizing that happiness and fulfillment in your 70s and beyond can look very different from what it did in your earlier years. It's about giving yourself permission to redefine what a meaningful social life means to you right now, in this stage of your journey. It's about focusing on quality over quantity, on authenticity over obligation, and on nurturing your own well-being above all else. Small shifts in perspective can lead to monumental changes in how you experience your daily life. You have earned the right to live your life on your own terms, to embrace your independence and to cultivate a sense of happiness that truly resonates with who you are now. We truly hope this conversation has given you something valuable to think about, maybe even sparked a new idea or two for how you approach your social life moving forward. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences on this topic. Do you agree with these points? Have you found a similar sense of liberation in embracing more independence later in life? Please share your insights in the comments below. Your wisdom is invaluable to this community, and if you found this video helpful or insightful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more content focused on living your best, happiest life at any age. Here's to embracing your independence, finding your true inner peace, and living your most authentic and joyful life, no matter your age. We've explored how reclaiming your time, the natural evolution of relationships, and even financial peace of mind can open doors to a happier existence after 70, along with the opportunity for deeper, more meaningful connections. Now, let's move to our sixth and final point, which is arguably the most crucial aspect of embracing independence in your later years: the freedom from social pressures and expectations. Throughout much of our lives, we are subtly, and sometimes not so subtly, influenced by what others expect of us. This starts in childhood with peer groups and continues into adulthood with work colleagues, family members, and, of course, friends. There's a constant unspoken pressure to conform, to participate, to be socially available, and to maintain a certain image. This can manifest in countless ways: feeling obligated to attend events you're not enthusiastic about, forcing conversations that don't genuinely interest you, or even feeling the need to present a version of yourself that you think others want to see. This constant performance, this subtle self-editing, can be incredibly draining, even if you're not consciously aware of it. But here's the wonderful truth about reaching your 70s. You've earned the right to shed those pressures. You've lived long enough to know what truly brings you joy and what simply exhausts you. The need for external validation, for being part of every group, or for keeping up with a certain social scene often fades away, replaced by a profound desire for authenticity and peace. When you embrace the idea that you don't need a large social circle, you grant yourself permission to say no without guilt. You can decline invitations that don't align with your energy levels or interests, and you can choose to spend your time exactly how you wish without feeling the weight of others' expectations. This freedom allows you to truly be yourself, perhaps for the very first time in your life. You can explore your quirks, indulge in your unique passions, and simply exist without the need to impress or entertain anyone. It's a liberation that cultivates a deep sense of inner peace and genuine happiness. Imagine the relief of not having to worry about social calendars, navigating group dynamics, or feeling obligated to engage in conversations that don't truly resonate. This isn't about becoming a recluse. It's about making conscious, empowered choices about how you spend your energy and who you share your precious time with. It's about living authentically, on your own terms, and honoring your true self. This shift isn't always easy to explain to others, especially those who still subscribe to the idea that a bustling social life is the only path to happiness. But remember, your journey is your own. The joy and contentment you find in embracing independence will be your greatest testament to the wisdom of this choice. It's a quiet confidence that comes from living a life aligned with your deepest desires rather than external pressures. So, as we bring our conversation to a close, let's remember these 6 powerful reasons why you might just find that you don't need friends after 70 to live a truly rich and happy life. It's about reclaiming your precious time, accepting the natural evolution of your relationships, enjoying newfound financial freedom and peace of mind, prioritizing your self-care and personal growth, cultivating deeper and more meaningful connections with those who truly matter, and, perhaps most importantly, embracing the incredible freedom from social pressures and expectations. The journey of aging is a unique and personal one, filled with opportunities for profound self-discovery and unparalleled happiness. Don't feel pressured to conform to outdated notions of what a full social life should look like. Instead, listen to your inner wisdom, honor your changing needs, and bravely embrace the independence that can lead to a deeper, more authentic, and ultimately happier existence. Remember, small changes in your perspective and your habits can make a huge difference in your overall well-being and happiness. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this topic. Has your perspective on friendships changed as you've gotten older? What brings you the most joy and fulfillment in this incredible stage of life? Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. Your wisdom could be just what someone else needs to hear. And if this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more content that helps you live your best life at any age. Here's to living your most authentic, independent, and joyful life. No matter your age. If this conversation about embracing independence and finding happiness in your later years resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have your feelings about friendships changed as you've gotten older? What brings you the most joy and fulfillment in this incredible stage of life? Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. Your wisdom could be exactly what someone else needs to hear, and if you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps us know what content you enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more helpful tips and empowering discussions about living your best life at any age. Here's to your well-being, and to truly living your most authentic, joyful, and independent life.